Following day, back again. Sun's out, make the most of it. So today I am going to get the seats cleaned, just give them a freshen up. They're not particularly grubby, they'll dry in no time. Same with the backs, they're in there at the moment, all upside down. There you go. While they're out, I may as well give them a freshen up, because I dare say they haven't been done for a long time, if ever. Shouldn't be too big a job. The carpet wash is ready. It's rubbish on the carpets because it sprays a really odd thing, really odd pattern, and it didn't work, but the actual hand nozzle's quite good, so the only reason we keep the thing. So I can do car seats and stuff, so I shall carry on with this. There's no point doing time lapse straight away. We'll see how long it takes. I might have to speed it up a little bit though. We'll see. Well, that's come up quite well. Still a bit of marking on the, just that shadow sort of diagonally across there. So I'm going to try again with some different spray on cleaning, because obviously that's the one that would take most of the hammer. The passenger seats come up quite well. It's an odd fabric, it just changes colour wherever you look at it. But yeah, there's a bit of a line there. I should be able to get that off a bit better. So I'll go and get some more cleaning stuff and see how we get on. Carpet cleaner, seat. Let's see how this stuff works. And considering the age of the car and that unknown mileage, I mean, I've seen kilometres, but it could have been round. So it could be nearly 200,000 kilometres instead of the 97 there it is, but judging by the seats, I think it's probably the original. One set of my ones round on the clock, not two. But give that a minute soak in, but not too long because it will dry. Still another warm day. Let's see where that actually is. Okay. Bring you down so you can actually see it. Let's suck her out. I think a lot of it is just the light. Depends where you stand. There's a bit of wear on the fabric, obviously. It's not a new car, but they'll smell fresh. Should be comfy, you know, they're clean now. So move these out of the way and I'll make a start on the back. I'm going to have to speed this up because so far it's about 15-20 minutes of me doing that at real time, and I wouldn't watch that, to be honest. That's those cleaned up. The back of the fabric's gone a little bit soft, as you saw in the video, so what I'm going to do is just fold this over and retension this slightly, just to take some of the slack out of it, because the foam deteriorates over time and they go a little bit loose. So if I just tension these slightly, I double it up, and then it'll take some of the wrinkles out of it, because it's a bit like that sort of thing, but it's inevitable with age and how they're made and things. So it's expensive cars that fabric disappears, and the foamy stuff in between the fabric deteriorates over time and turns to like dust, and that makes the outer coating go slack. So I'll just tension those up, and then once it's dried, well, once it's dried anyway, so it doesn't go out of shape, and then I'll go and put it over here with the other ones. It's still blooming warm today. Good day for doing this sort of thing, like, 'cause, I mean, they're pretty much bone dry already, I would imagine. Just leave them there for, I was going to say for an hour, but they won't take an hour. I suspect they're probably dry already. That seat, you can see the dimples here because the fabric is pulled down with little straps. This one has gone loose, so I'm going to pull these down. It'll reshape the seat slightly better. Do that once it's dry, and then, as I said yesterday, I'm going to attempt to, where's it gone? Attempt to sort of glue that on the back with a bit of fabric to sort of strengthen it and cover up some of the tears. It's the only bit of damage on the interior, really. Well, now anyway. But cleaned up well. Yeah, I was showing them the seat belts yesterday, and I realised afterwards, I wasn't pointing at the camera. Yeah, this part of the seat belt, I wasn't looking at where I was doing, should go across there, so obviously then you've got your triangle for your seat belt, but this was bolted here. So all you had was a strap across your chest, around your waist, or around your back actually here, and back to there. So you would have been sort of sent flying forward and squished in the loop of the seatbelt. So whoever fitted those in Hungary, I suspect, or Germany, or wherever they came from, because they're actually DDR seatbelts. They're actually, yeah, you can see it. They're not being stuck in from a Ford or a Vauxhall in this country. They're actually proper ones, which I was quite surprised to see. The lap belt wasn't, and it was awful, and I've taken it out for now. Just big long thing, and didn't look right. To be fair, it'll probably never have anybody in the back anyway. But right, let's wait for those to dry and then carry on with the other stuff. A little more detailing, tidying it up inside, because the throttle pedal was rusty because I don't have a rubber pad on them, so that's just enough to dry. And the other two pedals, because obviously that's now been painted, they would have looked grim, so I painted those. Had to peel it back and paint it. A little bit of overspray on there off to wipe off, clean the rubbers up, little things like that. It just makes them look that little bit neater. Let's see what colour the water was that came out of the seats now. Not actually that bad, but yeah. They're going to be better now. Right, well, wind's picked up a little bit, so I don't know how noisy it'll be. I've decided now may as well sort out this seat. If I can stick it back in the right place, then glue fabric to the back of it. That wind's getting up. Tried looking at the old one, and it's just as bad, and actually the fabric's thinner and more fragile. Bit more progress. Loads of leg room on them. The weird thing with them is the seatbelt runners bolt there and there. So when the seat's all the way back, you've got well over half the seat and all the passengers' weight overhanging that gap. Just like, it must be designed for people with short legs. But yeah, I'm going to try and get this done. I won't be able to film it because it's I'm going to need both hands, and it's windy. But I'll show you there's a bit of progress in a minute, hopefully. Right, that's the side of the old seat. You can still see where the splits were. I'm never going to hide those completely. I just glued a panel on the inside to strengthen it and protect it from the edge of the seat. I've also found the probable reason it was doing what it was done anyway, because having stripped the seat and checked it over, there's a, which side is this side? Broken spring there, and that's the driver's side, so that's just allowing this side to completely sink. So I'm going to try and strip one out of the old seat, which is in a bit crap condition. I'm not going to use it, I just want to use parts of it. Try and swap the spring over, and then this seat will be back as it should be. Fingers crossed. A bit fiddly, but I've replaced it. That spring there, and broken at this back corner. These clips, you need a proper tool for clamping them back on again. Not really ideal, but they've gone on all the way around. Only that one there, it was a bit of a pig. But that's the seat frame sorted out. This should be drying. That's the three big splits that were in it before. Wait for this to dry overnight, I think. There's a panel on the inside, as I showed you before. But I'll leave that on there. The foam on that's actually in quite good condition. I mean, it turns out this parts car I end up with has saved my bacon about 10 times so far. Because without it, I'd have been... well, wouldn't have been repairing everything, which really annoys me, because if things need fixing, they need fixing. If there's things that need repairing, just daft things like the seats. You got that, the old knackered one there. I mean, the foam underneath's rotten. The seat cover, the fabric, everything's disintegrated, because that came out of the one that was full of water. And that one's actually a lot better. I'll give it a quick clean out before I put it back together. And then that's the interior back in. I did sort out the seat belts. They're all twisted and tangled, put them in the right. They're the most complicated things to adjust, so I've adjusted them to me. If anybody's bigger or smaller, unfortunately, you just have to like it or lump it, because they're a pig to adjust. But yeah, I get them clips that when they turn up I can stick this in. I've ordered some grey mats as well to keep the carpet clean. That's it, the seat's done, back together. You can still see the marks on this side. I don't know how well they'll stay put, but as long as something's supporting it, it's going to be better than two big gaping holes. I did put a piece of edge trim on the edge of the sharp edge of the metal all the way around, so that if you just press down it doesn't cut it. But that spring that I replaced in there has put this side a lot firmer. It was sort of saggy before, so that's job well done. But, get that back in now, and then that's the interior finished. It's too warm again. So scrap seat helped me out again. The scrap car that I had, it's just proven invaluable with getting this one sorted, and also helping out a few other people. The engine gearbox have gone into another car, starter motor, various other bits, lights, all sorts of things, plus all the glass and everything, things like windscreen. You're never going to get a windscreen sent across very easily from Eastern Europe or in Germany or anything without turning up broken. So I've got one in the loft now, and should I sell the car, I'll then sell the screen either with it or separately. But while ever I've got it, it's not going anywhere, it's just staying in my loft, because I've got a tiny little bit of delamination in the bottom corner, and that tiny stone chip there, it's perfectly alright for MOT, and it's probably been like that for years, but if it does ever spread, I've got one. Sticker made for the back. Our lass got a sticker machine. Oh, well, a vinyl cutting machine. So, put one on for the dates of it, because why not? Nobody knows what it is from the back anyway. No badges on it. The only badge they did have was 1.3 or 1.3S, but the pegs break off and the badges fall off. So, mine's just got the DDR sticker over the top where it would have bean covering up the little pegs or the holes. But sun in place again. There we go. I'll get a video put together and get this out tonight. Thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Cheers.